Hi, my name is Michael Hill, part owner of the Akoma Dog Products, and what I want to show you today is how to mount either the Heat and Breeze or the Hound Heater inside an Igloo doghouse. Now what you'll notice about this house is it is quite small, and I chose that for a reason, to show that it can be mounted in just about any size house. First thing I want you to realize is that there are two types of brackets, and we're moving actually to this one. This is what we call our universal bracket. And the reason we went to this is it can be used for the Hound Heater or the Heat and Breeze. Some of you may have this bracket, and it works only for the Hound Heater. What I'm going to do is just show you how quick and easy this is in the process and the steps. First of all Igloo-style houses, the bottom is detachable, so I've already taken that off. And what you want to do is you want to start with the bracket first. And so what I'll do is tip this upside down, and what I want to do is the bracket sits in the house like this, with the big end towards the wall. And I want to slide it up as high as I can where it still sits fairly vertical, and for most houses it's going to be almost to the top, which will give you more room, more laying space for your dog. So if my photographer wants to come up a little closer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this up, and then I'm going to mark just one hole. And what I've done, just for brevity, is I've already pre-drilled these, and I like to use a 3/16 to 1/4 inch bit, so I have plenty of room for the nuts and bolts that are attached, or that come with your order. So I've pre-drilled these holes, and now what I can do is simply take one of the bolts, and I like to run them from the outside in. You can run them either way, and put one through, and then just put on the nut so it holds. Since I don't have any help, I'm going to tighten this one up so the bracket doesn't want to move. The next thing I'm going to do is slide this up and mark another hole and drill that one. Then I will attach another bolt, and then I can finish drilling my 4 holes. And the 4 holes are going to be the outside ones on the bottom and the outside ones on the top. After that's done, I'm going to take the bracket out, I'm going to attach it to the Hound Heater, and reassemble everything and put it back in. It's just that easy. The one thing that I didn't mention is I need to drill a hole for the cord. And the cord is about 1 1/4 inch, 1 3/8. Depending on how tight and how much you want to work that cord through, will depend on the size hole that you need. One thing to make sure that you do is, when you are completely done, is use a good silicone caulk, so there's no chance of any water leaking in. And I would put this on the end of each nut and bolt, and I would also put it around the hole that you've created for the cord.